let's get the show started. So, first up, we have the Dark Ministry out here to start off the show. After me and Mark Calloway, who, formerly known as The Undertaker. Here, I guess I don't know, give him some kind of name. The Gravekeeper. There we go. The Gravekeeper, Mark Calloway, the Dark Lord himself of the Dark Ministry, put away Sting. Awful 5-minute interview. That's disappointing because usually he's pretty good at this sort of thing. Let's see. So, the crowd heat disinterested with a third. Not good at all. Poor way to start the show. Cooled off the crowd a little. Like I said, very disappointing. I expect a little bit more from the Gravekeeper here, the Dark Lord himself. I wonder and these guys, they were here in a non-speaking role, so I don't think they brought it down. They were just kind of there with him. How very, very unfortunate and very surprising. All right, let's go. Opening match, we have a tag match here, the Von Erichs versus High Octane, and it was a terrible match. Super. High Octane got the win over the Von Erichs. Ross was off his game. Fuego was off his game. Yeah, and it further cooled down the crowd. Cold and losing interest. Oof, not a good way to start the show. Very, very disappointed. Alright. Backstage, we got a stare down. They had a great match at Starrcade. Here they are. They, bump into each other backstage and kind of just stare each other down. Very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Tense vibes, I guess. It was an average 5-minute angle. Crowd heat was unclear. Hey, but at least it got the crowd interested again. And the segment 56 did better than our first two. So, there we go. The women, once again, picking up the slack for the show here. Thank goodness for Carmella and Trish. Another tag match. Wrecking Crew versus Chris Bay and AJ Gray. Didn't have much heat. Terrible wrestling. Wrecking Crew picks up the win. Let's see. Nothing really of note. 40 for our wrestling rating. 33 for our crowd rating. Overall segment rating did a 46. Alright, so a little bit better. Not as bad as our others. And we have a promo backstage with Zack Sabre Jr. He is here. Oh, I like that. He enjoyed the freedom of going off script. But he's here, said he's taking some time off. Some things didn't go for him as he wanted to at the beginning of WCW. But now he's here just to show everyone and remind everyone that he is the best in the world at what he does. Segment rating did a 55. Crowd heat still unclear. Another tag match. Shelton Benjamin and Cash Wheeler, since both of their partners are out, formed a tag team. And here we are in the matchup against the Good Brothers. It was a decent wild brawl, and Benjamin and Wheeler pick up the win here. Wow, Benjamin was the weak link. I really find that hard to believe, but okay. He was off his game. Yeah, I see that. But hey, at least it says, the match was poorly placed. That a wild brawl needs a crowd who are buzzing and ready for action. But at least it got the crowd warming up. So that's good. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. Wrestling did at 52, crowd of 49, and overall 52 for the segment. I like it. Good for them. Jay White backstage now, and he's cutting his own promo, and he says, he saw what Zack Sabre Jr. had to say, and he says, disrespectfully, he disagrees. Jay White believes that he's the best in the world, and he's going to show everyone and prove it to everyone. This one was a very good interview. Nice, good for Jay. Hot and Rising was the crowd heat. I like that. Segment rating did an 80. Wow. And they got the crowd hotter. Yeah, good for Jay White. I like that. All right. Another matchup here. This time, Austin Theory and Joe Hendry. Oh, no, wait. This is an angle. This isn't a match. Sorry. Getting ahead of myself here. So, angle backstage. These two run into each other. And, they immediately start hurling insults at each other. And that leads to some tension between those two. I like that. Crowd heat at the end was white hot. Got the crowd hotter. I like that. Segment only did a 59, but you know what? That's okay. We'll take that. I like that. AJ Styles. AJ Styles is now out here with a promo, also backstage, and he says, Zack Sabre Jr., Jay White, whatever. AJ Styles is, obviously the choice for best in the world, and he's going to put those other two in his place. So crowd heat at the end of that was very hot. Segment did a 79, so there we are. A little bit of friction going on between AJ Styles, Jay White, and Zack Sabre Jr. over who truly is the best in the world. Here's the match now. Joe Hendry versus Austin Theory. So after, that little bit of a tense view backstage, they come out and they have their matchup. Had good heat, decent wrestling. Austin Theory picking up the win here after an A-Town down. Crowd heat was very hot. Wrestling did a 57. Crowd did a 55. Overall segment was a 53. I like it. It looks like they're going to start feuding pretty soon here based on how well they work things out here, both in their promo and in the match. I like that. Kenny Omega backstage, and now he throws his hat in the ring too, as far as who truly is the best in the world. He says, those other three guys, they can go and talk all they want, but everyone in the arena and around the world knows that he is the best in the world. And as always, he's going to prove it to everyone. So, average 5-minute interview. Crowd heat at the end was very hot. I like that. All four men improvised well without a script, so that's always good. Segment rating 67. Wow, I really thought he would have done better than a 67. Especially considering who was that, Jay White got an 80, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. Another promo. This time it's Nick Nemeth, or Nemeth, I don't know, Nemeth, however it's pronounced, but it's Nick. And he is taking aim at Samoa Joe. He says, he won that battle royal at Starrcade, and that should be worth something. And what he thinks it's worth is a shot at the U.S. title. He is basically gunning for Samoa Joe. Crowd heat at the end of that was very hot, and he got a 68 for a rating. I like that. Good for him. Now, another matchup. Sheamus and Brian Pillman Jr. still going at it, still getting into each other's faces, still wanting to one-up each other. So here we are, decent match. Sheamus picking up the win here after the Celtic Cross. Crowd heat was very hot. Sheamus was in amazing form, as per usual, with banger after banger. Wrestling was a 56. Crowd rating did a 53. Segment was a 64. So very happy with those two, especially Sheamus. He's doing good things. As soon as he's done here with Brian Pillman Jr., we may have to move him up the card a bit. Get him doing some other stuff. MJF closes out our show. He makes his way to the ring, gets in and, holds his title up. And he goes, everyone else, alluding to Zack Sabre Jr. and Jay White and AJ Styles and Kenny Omega says everybody can run around and talk about how they're the best in the world and who's better than who, but I, right here, hold the proof that I am the best in the world. I am the world champ, and that's the way it's going to stay because there's no one big enough in this industry to take me out. So there we go. The crowd heat at the end of the show was very hot. Segment rating did an 81. Really, really happy with that. MJF did a masterful job of improvising interactions with the crowd. Very, very good. I like the way this turned out, especially since it did not start out that great of a show, but it ended up really well. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Let's finish the show here. And I thought this time, yeah, we gained popularity in 6, lost in 11, that's fine. Overall, it did a 68. This time around, once we finish out the show, instead of just going to the news and the mail, I think we're going to keep going for a little bit, all the way up until the next Nitro, and then we'll stop it there. Because occasionally I do get some interesting news headlines that happen that I want to share, but I just forget to screenshot them so I could include them in the next video. So I think this time we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna progress through the days until we get up to Monday again, and then we'll stop the video there. So let's finish the show. No, we don't care about the financials. We already know about the popularity. Let's go. As always, I'll cut this part out for you guys in editing because it takes forever, but I'll see you shortly. Alright, so here we are. Let's take a look at the headlines. Raw report, Drew McIntyre was the star of the show. What do we got? Alberto versus... Yeah. Wow. Feedback from Nitro that it was great. Alright, sounds good. Oh wow. Mark Henry agrees to a deal. Hey, okay. Mark Henry agrees to a deal with my child company, Power Plant Wrestling. Very nice. Oh, on a handshake deal, but it's still very nice. Good. WrestleMania week is underway. Oh yeah, here we are, Tuesday, April 1st. So okay. WrestleMania is going. Alright, let's check the mail. Booker T. Oh, that's right, I hired Booker T. He is now part of WCW. I'm going to have to put him in with some of the announced team. I don't know if I'm going to have him just for events or if I should have him just for the shows. Well, let's see. Okay, so he's gone from NXT, joins WCW. Okay, Alicia Atout and MJF have announced that they are now engaged and plan to marry. Okay, I wonder... Oh, that's what that headline was over here. Maybe we could bring her in. Make MJF a little bit happy. Thekla is now with us. I hired her as well. So, she has left Stardom and is now part of WCW. Yeah, drug testing fees, who cares? Your viewership figures 4.9, bit down from, well, I guess it was Starrcade, that's alright, still doing good. That was it for the mail. What is this? Just telling me that, oh, here we go. My negotiations with what was his name, Frazier, I think it was Frazier. He has decided to join us, right? Real name Ben Carter. Oh, I guess this doesn't take me to his... Alright, but yeah, we hired Ben Carter. Oh, it does take me. Okay, Ben Carter. Formerly the protege of Seth Rollins. Alright, well, he's going to sign the contract, but we don't get to use him right away because he still has 28 days to finish up in NXT. So that's fine. Complete that. Welcome to the WCW roster. Soonish. Let me see. Is she even... What is she? Is she a wrestler? What does she do? She is a manager and a personality character. Hmm. Oh, never mind. She's locked down to AEW for 1,005 days. Well, sorry. We can shortlist her. That way we'll remember to bring her over. Alright, let's move on to Wednesday and see what headlines brings us. Alright. And I don't like this already. Wow. Didn't realize he was 60 years old. But Stone Cold, one of my personalities. I don't remember if he's also a road agent, but looks like Steve Austin is retiring. Oh, from active competition in 3 months. That's fine. I don't have him as an active wrestler anyways. New career behind the scenes. Okay, well that's good. That's good because he's under contract with me. I already have. Well, I guess I did have him as a personality. He did kind of do the Stone Cold show or whatever on a couple of episodes of Nitro. But good. Hopefully we can transition him into a road agent and keep him here in WCW. I wish Steve all the luck. Ooh, I think I fired her recently. Yep. A shoot interview following her release from WCW over a week ago. She was frustrated with WCW. Yeah, whatever. Opens up on Shane McMahon in particular, who comes out of it in less than flattering light. Oof. Oh boy. So, Macy Estrella not happy with WCW Shane O'Mac in particular. That ungrateful. Okay, whatever. What other headlines do we got that are of interest to us here? Not anything. Haha, that's funny. They call up Wesley when in real life they let him go. That's funny. Okay. Oh, somebody else agreed to a deal with my child company. Who is this? Marty Bell. Okay. Let's check the mail. Personal relationship with Macy Estrella has gotten worse, going from none to strong dislike. Whatever. We'll blacklist her or something maybe. Maybe not. We'll just let her be. She's entitled to her own opinions. And Steve Austin will retire from active competition in 3 months. Maybe we'll give him a retirement match. I'm not sure with who yet. If you guys have an idea or feel free to comment. Let me know. Not much else going on. What I did forget to do is to change my announcers. Can I do that from down here? No. Alright, we'll worry about... What is this? Can I do this? Hello? Okay. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's just to view different companies. Okay, I get it. Oh, just to view different people. Okay, that's fine. No. Alright, well, we'll put Booker T somewhere in a minute here. Let's continue on. We're on Wednesday. Let's move on to Thursday. Oh, we're going to have Nitro. Usually you guys don't see this because this is a B show. I don't book it myself. I auto book it every single time. It's kind of just to give people exposure or, get them a little practice out there. It is televised on my WCW network, but like I said, I usually don't show it to you guys because I don't book it myself, and since it's a B show, I don't do much with it other than whatever the auto booker does. But since we're doing it this time this way, I'll let you guys see what happens as soon as we get there. Alright. So, let's see. Rich Swann returns. Oh, I guess he was in rehab, which is where Charlie Haas is right now. Well, good for him. I hope things go well for Rich Swann. Let's see. My child company had their show, PPW Direct. It went down really well. Tom Peastock, formerly known as Baron Corbin, was the star of the show. Good for him. Let's see. Austin Aries has an argument with whoever the hell Logan Shulo is. Marco Stunt got into an argument with Jordan Grace. That's funny. She would squash him. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Jasmine and Scott, who's the head of my creative over in PPW, they're bonding. They're travel buddies. Good for Scott. Get you some, buddy. Let's look at our mail. Priscilla Kelly is finally back. She was out. I think she had some kind of injury, or I believe, but good. She's back and she can work. At a house show. My house show drew more people than my child company, but that's okay. Alright, so yeah, here we are now. Like I said, I do believe this is going to be where we have Nitro, because I have Nitro on Thursdays. So we'll just go ahead and I'll let you see that. So, like I said, I don't ever do anything with it. I let the auto booker do it, so we're just going to continue on that way. Locker room incidents, let's check that. Von Wagner has turned up and asked if we could use him tonight. And he's let him work for us before. Again, it was another one-off. Usually whenever people show up asking if they could work for me or whatever, I give them a one-off thing. Sometimes they have a match. If they are road agents or something else backstage, sometimes I just have them do that. But yeah, why not? We'll give them a one-night deal. Now, whether the computer auto books him, I don't know. Jack Hager has shown up and wants to know if he can hang out. He doesn't want to work. He just wants to hang out backstage. That's fine. Him and Ron Killens are friends. Yeah, come hang out backstage. Gail Kim, training drills for her 6 students. Kurt Angle, training drill for his 8 students. Von Wagner went along with the training drills, even though he's only here for one night. Well, good for him. Good for him, learning from Kurt Angle. Ryback. Okay. Small positive impact. Well, good for him. Matt Cross brightened the backstage area simply by being so cheerful and fun to be around. Well, good for you, Matt. Carmella helped create a fun and relaxed atmosphere. Oh, she brought a karaoke machine in and they had some fun. Good for Carmella. Talk backstage between how much Nikita is being influenced by Trish. Oh, okay, good. Oops, sorry. Alright, that was it. We're not going to address the locker room for a B show. You guys go out there and do your thing. Let's go ahead, let Auto Booker do its thing here. Just make sure no title matches are allowed. Book the show. Do what you do. Yeah, start it. Let's see what happens. Alright, Trevor Lee versus Jonathan Gresham. Trevor Lee picking up the win here. Gable Steveson versus Kushida. Gable picking up the win. Wow. Okay. A very good interview with Samoa Joe. 77. Nice. Another interview. This one just average with Joe Hendry. And a poor video package with Austin Theory. Natalia versus Shotzi. Natalia picking up the win. Not surprised. Although Shotzi did win our women's battle royal at Starrcade, so things are going to be picking up for her. Now Ron Killings versus Moose. Ron Killings picking up the win. Wow. Okay. Interview with Christian Cage. Interview with Sting, although he won't be appearing on our regular TV on Nitro, because he was attacked by the Gravekeeper, the Dark Lord himself, Mean Mark Calloway. And that's alright. A match between Christian Cage and Keith Lee. Christian picking up the win. Joe Hendry versus Nick. And Nick picks up the win here. Oh, wow. Shane McMahon stepping into the ring going against Jay White. Of course, Jay White rightly picking up the win there. That's crazy. And Austin Theory versus Sting. And Sting picking up the win here. And that was our main event. Alright, let's finish that off. Yeah. So that's basically what goes down on our Thursday Nitros. Don't care about that stuff. Let's just move on. Alright, let's see. Oh, lots of headlines. Let's see if any of them are anything interesting for us. So Scott Norton to retire. Let's see, what else do we have here? Retirement for the Sandman. Potential career backstage. Maybe we'll hire him as a road agent. We'll see. He's got 3 months, so alright. Last night's WCW Thunder. Some found it underwhelming. Okay, whatever. It's only our B show, people. Let's see. Anything else here that would be interesting to us? No, not really. Let's see. Just drug test and viewers. Yeah. Alright. So nothing that interesting on Friday. Yeah, no, not so much. Alright, let's move on. Alright. Saturday, April 5th. Let's check, see what SmackDown did. Cody Rhodes was the MVP. I am not shocked. Alright, any other interesting headlines for us? No, not really. Julius Creed, his contract is coming up. Should we take Julius Creed? I mean, I don't even know if he will sign with us. And I don't really know if I have anything for him right now in WCW. But maybe, yeah, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's send him an offer, and then in time maybe we could pick up his brother Brutus, and that'll give us a decent addition to our tag team division, which is pretty thin right now. Let's give it a try. Although WWE is the bigger company, so he might not be interested. We want an exclusive. What's he say? But I have a better offer from another company. Yeah, usually when they say that, it's because WWE is the bigger company. Because from a couple of other people, I've tried throwing crazy amounts of money, messed with, the different length of time contracts. I've given them different cuts of merchandise, extras, and all that stuff. But it's just WWE is the bigger company. So, okay, well, That was a nice thought, though. Let's check the mail. It's just a house show. That doesn't matter. Alright, let's move on to Sunday. Sunday, April 6th. Whole bunch of headlines. Probably none of them that are gonna impact us. Wheeler Yuta bonds with Truth Magnum. Alright. Ortiz and Mariah May. Oh, they're just bonded. Okay. AEW, how did Collision do? A lot of praise. Adam Page did performance of the night. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much in the way of headlines. New champion in the NWA. Or the tag titles. Okay, Kerry Morton and Silas Mason. Good for them. Yeah, alright, no, let's move on for the final headline that Monday during the day. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, Dragon Gate. Looks like they're beefing with some company because someone spread rumors about them, which caused a lot of sponsors to pull out. Interesting. Let me see. Don't know who this is, but they quit GWF. Yeah, alright, so really nothing much going on. And this brings us to Monday, April 7th, where we're scheduled for another Nitro, but that's where I'm going to end this video. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I really appreciate you guys. If you could, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, all that good stuff. The engagement really helps me grow the channel. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.